Now, we're going to bring it back to the Czech Republic for our last panel before we have a break. We're going to put a spotlight on Prague. I would like to welcome to the stage Eliška Fuchsová Kaplicky. Let me try that again. I'm sorry, Eliška. Hi. Eliška is going to talk to us about her Prague-based film fund, the Prague Audio-Visual Fund. And you're going to tell us about the kind of support that Prague can offer to filmmakers and creatives. So let's take a look.
Hello, everybody. Are you tired? So I have made the presentation for 10 minutes only. So, and also I'm going to be here at the film launch from 12 to 2 p.m. So if you have any questions afterwards, you can come there and ask anything. There will be me personally and Ondřej Chrast, who is the Deputy Minister of Culture. So he'll be there as well. So Prague Audio-Visual Fund is the first fund, regional fund, created in Czech Republic. And it was my involvement when I stepped into politics. And I was working as I was in charge of the culture, and I have realized that there was no fund for audiovisual industry in Prague, and everywhere was. So I was saying, okay, so let's create one, and I had the big support of the city hall, and in 2016 we have created the film fund, which had one condition, that it has to present Prague as a Prague. It can't be as a Moscow, Vienna, Zurich, or other cities, because the filmmakers used to be traveling into Prague, and because, you know, Prague is cheaper, we have a great, you know, filmmakers, and we were very keen to bring the tourists from abroad, so they know this is Prague. This is not Moscow, this is not Vienna, this is Prague, how it looks like. We have, since 2016, we have supported 68 projects already, and it cost us only 67 million crowns. So we are keen on these important goals, that the Prague must be presented positively. And we are working with the Prague City Tourism, which is using this audiovisual pieces in their marketing. So, for example, if we are supporting documentary film about the graphics, then they are using, you know, their marketing strategy for visiting Prague, all the museums, and when we were supporting the, for example, the documentary about the architecture, brutalist architecture, we were showing the tourists not only the city center, but also the whole city, where you can see this brutalist building. So we are very connected with this Prague City Tourism Office, which is also under the Prague. And also we are showing that we are a film-friendly destination. We love filmmakers. I think we have a very big tradition, and I'm very happy for this. And of course, we are supporting green filming, like everybody does. Unfortunately, we are not supporting anything else, just production, not script writing yet, even though it would be our goal to be sometimes at the beginning of the idea to be doing films, as I heard about the book fair. For example, when we have established this fund with Rick McCallum, who is the producer of the Star Wars, he was the one who knew that the new Spider-Man is coming to be shot. And in the script there was written Budapest, and we were very keen to bring this film into Prague, so they rewrote the script. And instead of Budapest, there was Prague and the Charles Bridge. an old town square, which was fantastic. It was a big achievement. And I really hope, guys, if you will find Dan Brown in September, if he will be filming in Prague, we would love to be, of course, involved in this project as well, very soon. We are supporting films and series, any TV formats, feature films, Midland, short films, any of them, basically. And yeah, I can't see it. This is better. It can be feature films, documentary, even animation films. The only condition which is really must, and sometimes some filmmakers, they start with Slovakian distribution, which we are not very happy about it, because usually when the feature film or when the audiovisual project is supported in co-production already somewhere else, it gets travel, and then it gets the buzz about a city which is cool, sexy, deep city to come. You will speak through the marketing, through the film. Please come to Prague, see Prague, visit Prague, work in Prague, you know, well, filmmakers are very welcome in Prague. So we are very keen on the distribution. It can't be only the Czech films. We need distribution. This is the condition that we have, because the films are traveling afterwards, and they are doing our, you know, it's our marketing of the city. So this is our tool. These are the subjects that they can apply. It's for the Czech productions, international co-productions, and foreign productions like services. And this is our web page, which you can download and prepare for the new call in September this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Just to kind of recap on this, what would you say are for the main benefits for co-producing with Prague? I mean, could you speak a little bit about the kind of the crew and the skill set you have there? What do you tell producers when they're looking to co-produce specifically with Prague?
I think the biggest benefit goes both sides, and it's balanced, because what I have realized is, since I'm a film producer myself, and I have learned a lot during the co-productions, because, you know, sometimes, you know, the film crew which are coming from abroad, they are amazed by our craftsmen, by our, like, you know, the makeup artists and costume designers. Our, you know, atelier studios are fantastic. And also we are learning from them. Basically, I think the biggest input into the production is probably in the storytelling, when there is a different, I think, deep preparation of the foreign projects which are brought into Czech. And you speak about a film a lot. You prepare everything. Everybody knows what they are going to be making, you know, what's going to be distributed. And so everybody's happy about it in the end. Sometimes in the Czech films, you know, you make a film, but half of the crew doesn't speak to each other, because, you know, the film wasn't really their target. You know, they didn't agree at the beginning. And I think the co-productions are, first of all, it's about money. It's financially, you know, it benefits for both sides. And also, if the story travels abroad, then it's a deep story which you can say. And, you know, that's usually these films, when you see these films winning at the festivals, I think, you know, they touch their hearts, because the story is telling you something, and it's important, you know, to support such films that can travel around the world. And, you know, we are all human, so I think, you know, film is a tool for us to communicate together. Even, you know, the AI will take our work, even, you know, everything will be much easier, the distribution will be easier, the language will be easier, because the computers will be doing it. But the storytelling, it comes from the beginning of our world. So I think this is important to tell the story between the co-producers and then help to bring this story to be alive.
Is there a cap on the amount for this fund that you will give per project?
The maximum we can give to these services organizations which are having the biggest projects, it's 5 million crowns. Okay. This is the minimum that they can get and the maximum for us. Okay. So sometimes it's funny because you see this 100 million crowns spent in Prague, you know, with the projects like Spider-Man and stuff like this, and you are giving them just 5 million crowns, but it's very small, but for us, it's big.
Yeah, and it's very helpful for smaller productions as well, and indies. Yeah.
Of course, for other projects, it's just opening the doors. You know, sometimes it's just. Sometimes we had the projects that they applied 3 times, like a sci-fi which was called Obnova, I think, and it was a film it was a first sci-fi. We were, not sure how to support it, how Prague would look like, and they came 3 times, and after 3 times they achieved this support because they just working hard on the audiovisual feeling of the film, which was and for them it was very important support. And for example, the student films, as we are supporting as well, for them it helps, sometimes to create the films at all. And then they can also, with our support, they can also apply for the film festivals abroad. And, then it's making for us, a very good advertisement, I think, for Prague, that we have this, very skilled students and filmmakers living in Prague. Fantastic. And creating.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.